welcome to my channel. If you have been listening to my other episodes, welcome back. If you are new here, this is a presentation by Big Yellow Door where we talk about this and that, mostly fun stuff, but sometimes share useful nuggets. But rest assured, we keep it interesting. Today, I talk about how to read your pay stub. Why bother? Why should you read your paycheck, you ask? Because it is your hard-earned money and you need to know how much is coming and how much is going out. Period. Big Yellow Door presents HR Series Episode 3, where HR topics are as exciting as watching paint dry. Haha, but so useful. So let's get started. I am your host Shelly, living life in the fast lane, one day at a time, just like you all. I have a passion for connecting with people through conversation, and I love sharing stories and keeping you entertained, sometimes sharing expertise. I am here to make your day a little bit brighter, so let's enjoy the ride. My video is not just about reading pay stubs, it is about helping you, the innocent worker, navigate the maze of being a cog in the American workforce. So join me today. By the end, you will be armed with knowledge, and knowledge is power. In today's presentation, we are exploring pay stubs. So why do you need to read your pay stub when you already received the money and maybe spent most of it? Imagine your money as a mischievous little dog. If you don't keep an eye on it, it'll probably end up covered in who knows what in some unexpected corner. Similarly, without tracking your incoming and outgoing dollars, your hard-earned money might be quietly slipping away like sand without you knowing. What is a pay stub? A pay stub is not a paycheck. A pay stub is the summary of what you got paid, how much the tax guy took, and some other expenses, and what is coming into your hand. It is a list that breaks down everything earned, taxed, and withheld, and then what you got in hand. Let's elaborate. Your paycheck is that cryptic document that arrives every pay period. It's easy to file it away, but a brief review can be surprisingly enlightening. Think of it as a mini audit you do of your own finances, the chief financial officer of your own personal budget. Why do you need to know what is in your pay stub? Your pay stub is a big deal. It proves how much money you make. Lots of other people want to see it and verify your income. For example, bank when you want a loan. IRS when you do your taxes. They use the info on your W-2 which comes from your pay stub. Landlords, they may need to verify your income before you rent a place. Mortgage companies to refinance your house. Car dealers if you're getting a car loan. Insurance companies, sometimes they need it for payments or compensation. Government or nonprofits if you need help with things like student loans, etc. Basically, everyone uses it to make sure you earn what you say you do. As an employee, seeing your take-home pay and what was taken out for tax purposes is important. It is your money and you have to know where and how it's coming from and where is it going so that you have more control on your money and your life. It is the fruit of your hard labor after all. Finally, your pay stub can be essential in holding your employer accountable. If you check your pay stub regularly and you find something not quite right, bring it to your employer's attention right away. This piece of paper is a record of your financial relationship with your employer, and your pay stub is your proof. So we've said it enough times. Money coming and money going is equal to net take-home pay. Like I said, a pay stub is a summary of your total earnings during a specific pay period. So let's explore a little bit more. Let's talk about the elements and sections of the pay stub. I know, blah blah. My purpose here is to make the dreary sound easy, but still hold down the facts. A pay stub is generally broken down into 3 main sections. I'm going to be using a sample pay stub here to illustrate. Remember, your actual pay stub may look different with a different color or a format or different codes, but it would have similar info. You get the general idea. So the top section. Top section would have your company's name and their address, employee name, that is you, and your address. Then employee social, it would be max and it would be in the XXX format for safety reasons. Pay period date from and to, amounts for gross pay, deductions, taxes, and net pay. A summary. What you'll likely see in this section depends on whether you're a salaried employee or an hourly worker. If you work by the hour, your hourly rate and the number of hours you worked in that pay period would be listed. You may also see overtime hours if you worked any. If you earn an annual salary, you will see your salary for that pay period and possibly bonuses if you are in the bonus pool. Pay attention to your gross pay, year-to-date pay, and net earnings. So that was the top section. The middle section would have all the deductions, the taxes you're paying. So this section elaborates how much Uncle Sam is taking in federal, state, and local taxes. Remember, you set up your taxes when you started this job. You must have filled an IRS form W-4, which indicates the amount of federal income tax that should be withheld from your salary, and your employer has to report your annual salary and the number of dependents that you specified on your W-4 to the federal government. State tax, that varies from state to state. For example, some states like Florida and Texas don't have a state income tax. Also, some localities levy an income tax and some do not. If your city imposes an income tax, you will see that on your paycheck labeled local or with the name of your locality. Other deductions would be health benefits, for example, medical coverage, dental and vision, life insurance, any retirement accounts. Those would be listed under the deduction section. And these deductions can vary from person to person. If you're a part-time employee or a full-time employee, your deductions can look very different. If you need help understanding your deductions, you must speak with your human resources team or a financial advisor. Lastly, the lower section of the pay stub is your paycheck or a pay advice. If it is a live check, the lower portion is the real check to deposit in the bank or cash out. And if your direct deposit is active, the lower portion is the pay advice for the amount that has been deposited in your bank account. The account information is masked for safety reasons. And then it also would have your name, address, just in case this needed to be mailed out to you. Okay, so let's also talk about other elements of a pay stub. Hours worked. We talked about these. These are the number of hours you worked if you are hourly. And if you're a salaried worker, it would have a set amount of hours. Pay period. These are the calendar dates of work performed. For example, if you get paid every 2 weeks, the pay period may look like something like March 1st, 25 to March 15th, 25. And you may also see pay date on the stub. And that is the day you actually receive the funds. Gross pay. Gross pay is the money you earn before any deductions and withholdings are taken out. Year to date, this is the total money you earned in a calendar year. It is also referred to as YTD on pay stubs and usually placed next to deductions, net pay, and gross pay. Deductions. This refers to taxes, insurance premiums, and the cost of other programs that are taken out of your total gross wages. Net pay or net income. This is the amount after all the subtractions and also referred to as take-home pay. So just to get you more familiar, here are some earning codes that may appear on your pay stub. These have been shortened to fit into the pay stub and into the payroll system that your employer uses, and your employer may have different abbreviations, whatever works for them. So under earnings, it's regular, REG pay, OT, overtime pay. HRS would be the hours worked. VAC could be vacation time, sick time, commissions, or any supplementary income. BNS could be bonus, PTO. It's a commonly used term for paid time off. GP would be gross pay. Net would be the net pay. Then moving on, we have taxes. Federal tax would look like either FIT or FED or FITW. Then state tax in a similar way. Social Security tax has its own abbreviation. Medicare tax would be MED. SUI is the state unemployment insurance, and local would be the local income tax. Then there are deductions. For the benefits, there's HSA, the health savings account, flexible spending account, FSA, then 401k, Roth 401k, dependent care reimbursement, DCR or DCFSA, You can review them in your own paycheck, and if you have any questions about your specific company codes, then you will definitely want to check with your human resources team. They can provide you with more information. So let's go over some fun fact here. In theory, your W-2 is simply a combined statement of all your pay stubs of the past year. Your pay stubs are not directly needed when you're filing your taxes, but your W-2 is. What is FICA? FICA. FICA stands for the Federal Insurance Contributions Act and funds Social Security and Medicare. The amount you pay to FICA depends on your income. What is Social Security? Social Security is a federal insurance program that provides benefits to retired people and those who are unemployed or disabled. What is Medicare? Medicare is the federal health insurance program for people who are above 65 years of age and younger people with certain disabilities. Everyone pays FICA, Social Security, and Medicare taxes. How to get a copy of your pay stub for reviewing? Need your pay stub? It is usually easy to find online on the company website. Use the login info you got when you started with the company. If you can't find it, ask your manager or human resources team. They can help you get online access or give you paper copies. So the bottom line is understanding what's going on in your pay stub helps you build good financial habits for life. All right, amazing listeners. If you loved hanging out with me today and want more fun, insightful, or just plain entertaining content coming your way, don't be shy. Hit that like button like you've given us a virtual high five. Also hit that subscribe button so you never miss a beat. I have got so much more awesome stuff planned which I plan to share with you. Finally, if you know someone who would like what I'm doing, spread the word and share this episode with your friends. Thanks so much for your support. See you on the next episode. Bye, Shelly. At the big yellow door. Bye-bye.